Yo, what's up, guys? Boris back at it again with another YouTube video. Today I wanted to talk about where I've been these past 10 days. You're like, he stopped making videos. Is he done? Nope, I'm still doing it. Um, so basically, I took this 10-day meditation retreat called Vipassana. Um, I headed it out with my friend Trey to spend it was about almost over 100 hours of straight meditation. So, a little bit of background about how I got into meditation. I think it was like about a year and a half ago where I first found out about RSD, you know, and the pickup with women. I realized how, like Tyler, in all of his videos, he was talking about how he's like, this is why he's like, one of my favorite hobbies is to stare at a wall for 20 minutes every day, and it gives you massive benefits. It's like he's like, you reduce stress, you can become more present. You just live a healthier life. So I decided to try meditation, and the first time I tried it, I couldn't even go for like more than like 10 minutes. I was just like, I gotta get up, I gotta fucking do something. I was like just checking my phone. But I think eventually I got to the point where I started doing like 20-minute meditation sessions. And what happened was I would do that before hitting the field out for a night of night game. And I would realize that like I wouldn't even like be focused on what I had to say. Like it would just like come out of me. Like I would just like what I'm doing right now. I'm like free associating. Whereas like in the past, I would always have trouble like expressing myself. I would like always feel like people are judging me. So I had to basically like say the right thing at the right time, make sure I didn't offend anyone. Like yeah, but anyways, so a little bit after that, like I found out about Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now, New Earth, all those books, and they talked about how like once you keep like staying in the present moment, your ego starts to like dissolve and become different, and just like fucking you get like more detached from your mind. Um, so here I'll go a little bit into my the days that I went. So I arrived in in the Michigan Vipassana Center on Friday. The day before it started, we had to basically like turn in all of our belongings. Like I gave away my phone, my wallet, my keys, even like books and like things to write with. Like basically like everything I had. Like so it's like it's kind of like you want to be free from distractions for 10 days with zero external stimulus. Um, but anyways, it started with like a short dinner in the beginning. They told us like it was the last dinner we were gonna have for like 10 days. I'm like, fuck, shit. Um, so after the dinner, we just like basically did like a quick hour meditation session, and we just headed off to bed. So the next day we started our meditation teaching, which was day one, and each day the schedule kind of went like this. We woke up at like 4 a.m. in the morning with like the ring of a bell. Like it was like ding, and like we had to meditate until like 6:30 for breakfast. And we had about, well, breakfast was until 8 a.m. So we had a little bit of time to just like walk around, but we had to stay within like the boundaries. And we couldn't, we actually, the rule here at this meditation center was that you couldn't talk to anyone, you couldn't even make eye contact, you had to like keep to yourself. So after that 8 a.m., you had like an hour meditation session, from 9 to to 11 a.m. It was like a 2-hour meditation session on your own. After that, you would have lunch. Um, and also, I wanted to add that the food there was actually like, oh my god, it was incredible because it was like prepared by like mostly like Indian people, and like God, they mainly ate only like vegetarian dishes, so it was like a mixture of like really good vegetables, like curry, like naan. We had pasta, like I think sometimes we had like soups and like just a little variety of like everything every day. So God, the food was like excellent. I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one that like looked forward to the food there. But yeah, after the lunch at 1, you would meditate from 1 to 2:30, I believe. And one of those during that period, it was another like group session, and these group sessions you had to like sit in the hall. So this hall was like this like basically this like dim lit place with these pads for each person to sit on, and you had like your choice of like cushions to get, but like it was like a very intimate place, like well lighted place. So we uh we basically did that, and afterwards, from 3:30 to 5, we had to meditate on our own for about an hour and a half. After that, we had a short tea break, so they served like fruit, like we had banana, like apples and oranges, and we could just grab tea from the tea room. So I mean, that was pretty nice. So after the after that section, or after that part, we basically meditated from 6 to 7, which was our last like group session in the meditation hall. And we after that session, we had our group discourse, which was like about an hour of listening to Gonka, who was the teacher of this organization, and we actually learned the teaching. So the first 4 days we learned what was called Anapana, which is like you focus on your breath, which is like you just specifically focus on your breathing, and you focus on the area which is like this triangular area, like right this area between you focus like right here between your nostrils and your upper lip, and you kind of just like feel the sensations in that area while you close your eyes. You want to sometimes you like feel like cool air as you breathe in and warm as you breathe out. You feel tingling sometimes. You start to notice like which nostrils you have focuses on, and the intent of this is to build the sharpness in your mind, so you're more aware of your sensations. So that's I guess that's like pretty important right there. After the 3 days of learning this breath, from day 4 was when we started actually learning Vipassana. Um, Vipassana basically was just to notice like the whole sensations throughout the body. People that normally meditate, it's like you've probably heard of it. It's known as the body scan. So you just like put attention to like certain areas of your body, and we basically did that for like 10 hours every day. Like you have to have like tremendous amounts of patience to like take this course. Like it's definitely not like if you're like someone with like ADD and you want to like always be doing something, this will give you definitely discipline you to like just chill out and focus on your mind. Um, so yeah, that's I thought this meditation, they made like a lot of really good points. Like one of the analogies Gonka was saying is like you think of like you're at like the bank of a river, and you kind of like notice like that's basically like your thoughts. It's like it's coming and going. It's like it's kind of like he talks a lot about the law of impermanence, how like everything comes and goes in life, like nothing stays the same. Like if something really good happened to you, you know, you shouldn't be too attached to that because it will leave eventually. So you learn to enjoy like the good and the bad moments of life. um, and another like they talk about like this, like they've been using the word called economist. Like during the audio tracks, he's always like retain an economist mind, because uh, basically economists by definition is the ability to be aware of your sensations and not react to them in any way. So essentially like non-reactivity. And this like, okay, I guess this can be applied to pickup. I mean, just dealing with like intimate relationships, like maybe problems with your job, your boss. But like yesterday, like I this definitely helped out. Like when I was like basically hitting the field yesterday for karaoke at Village Tavern. I was I was basically like I was sitting on like the dance floor area, or sitting like in the dance floor area and like talking to this girl, and like we were just talking for a little bit, and her friend like out of nowhere, like this blonde girl just like comes up and says like, are you trying to like hit on my friend? Or and she thought I was someone else. She was like, are you so and so? I forget what she said, but so like she grabbed my hip, or like I basically like we like held each other and like got really close and looked each other eye to eye. Like, I wasn't sure if she was like actually into me or not, and then like I like touched her nose like boop, and she was like, no, I'm not trying to get with you or whatever. And then after that, like she got like really like somewhat angry because like I was just like being peaceful. Like I just wanted to like not talk and just relax. And so like out of nowhere, she like just fucking pushes me. She like shoves me, and then like she had some water and like she just fucking like boom poured it down my shirt, and just like storms out of the bar. You know, like the fucking DJ was like, "Hey guys, that wasn't his fault. That wasn't his fault," or something like. And when that happened to me, I honestly like I didn't I didn't react at all. I just like stood there like just like whatever. What this girl's like kind of weird, but whatever. Yeah, like it kind of got me like gave me that realization that like whatever you like see in yourself, it's like whatever you see in others is like a mirror of yourself. So like maybe like the fact that I didn't react to her, like it showed parts of herself that like she needed to change. Like she was basically like hurting herself by trying to harm me. Um anyways, I guess the last point I want to make about this meditation video is this retreat talked a lot about craving and aversion, and how like too many times in life like we the reason why we can't focus or why we can't like achieve success is because we tend to we tend to like latch on to something. And when he said that, like he's like, I definitely like, I'm like, yeah, that's true. But he says he made one particular point that stuck out to me, and that was we are actually not craving the thing we actually want, but instead the feeling of craving. So like, like that could be applied like if you have one itis for a girl. I know like back in the day I was obsessed with like this one girl I met online, and I think I went out on like 2 dates with her, and after the second date, like she just refused to go on another date with me, and you know I was just like I was shattered. Like I was like just I couldn't like my reality was shattered. I just felt I was always felt terrible. I couldn't sleep. I had this like terrible feeling in my stomach. Um, anyways, so for that situation, it wasn't that I didn't like, it wasn't the girl that I was trying to get. It was like I was trying to like keep latching onto that feeling. I was chasing that feeling forever. Um, basically, okay. So another point I made about this video is like you tend to like appreciate the little things in life after after doing something like this because oh my god, after this retreat, like I didn't even want to like use my phone. Like I didn't want to ever even touch my phone. I didn't even want to listen to music. I didn't want to eat like any like shitty food like pizza. I didn't want to eat pizza. It's kind of weird. I didn't even like really want to talk to anyone for a little bit. Obviously, like later it changed, but um, so I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, so yeah, like there were some times like during this meditation where like I just had this like excruciating pain in my like a certain area of my body and like my leg. Um, yeah, there was this thing like throughout the 10 days. Starting day 4, we had to do this thing called strong will of determination, which is where you would sit cross-legged for an hour, and you had to like close your eyes. You had to close your feet. You couldn't like move a single part of your body for an hour. And like every time I did that, like the first time I did that, like my back had like excruciating pain. Like I felt like I was about to like die. Like my hips were hurting, my thighs. But later on, like I just like maybe on like day 7 or day 8, I learned to accept the fact that I'm like the thought process I thought was like this is just a feeling. This pain, it's only physical pain. It's like it's gonna go away, but it's not a big deal. And I also noticed like when I started to focus on that pain, like when I closed my eyes and like felt myself like honing in on that spot, that pain, the pain wouldn't actually like lessen. It would become like it wouldn't become as sharp as it used to be. Um, which shows like it's like whatever you feel on the surface whatever you focus on will like show the truth of it. Um, anyways, I hope this video was helpful to you guys to decide whether or not to take this course. I know I didn't really talk too much about pickup, but anyways, a couple recommendations I would make. Definitely bring a fan if you're going like in spring or summertime because they don't have air conditioning in any of these retreat centers. And I would also recommend if you don't bring a sleeping bag because they have their own beds for you. And also like on day 1, like accept the fact that you're not going to be talking for 9 days. So just work your ass off. Don't make any excuses. Like during times when you're alone, like some people, I feel like they might be like fucking sleeping or something. Like don't do that. Just hammer it out. Just meditate, dude. All right. If you guys have any more comments or questions about this experience, I know it's pretty bizarre and unique. Please don't hesitate to like send me a detailed message, and I could go into it more depth. I try to make this video pretty in depth actually, because I know it's like very I know it's like a very interesting experience for like someone to go through. So anyways, subscribe to this video and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.